Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss another important poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, written by Robert Frost. Plus 3 second year 4th semester core 8 ର ଗୋଟେ important poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. ତ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆମେ poemକୁ ଜାଣିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଅଥରଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ଜାଣିବା. So let's start. About author. Robert Frost was a great American poet. His complete name was Robert Lee Frost. He was born on March 26, 1874, San Francisco, USA. His father's name was William Prescott Frost, who was a teacher and later a journalist, while his mother's name was Isabella Moody, who was a teacher. He got education in Howard University and in Dartmouth College. His father, William Prescott Frost, died in 5th May 1885. In 1894, he sold his first poem, My Butterfly, which was an elegy. He got married to Eleanor White on December 19, 1895. His mother died of cancer in 1900. In 1912, he settled in Beaconsfield, a small town outside London. He published his collection of poems, A Boy's Will, in 1913 and North of Boston in 1914. When World War I began, Frost returned to America in 1915. He started writing, teaching, and lecturing. His wife experienced a lot of depression and got breast cancer, then died of heart failure. He received more than 40 honorary degrees. He got Congressional Gold Medal in 1960. He became Poet Laureate of Vermont, USA on 22nd July 1961 at the age of 86. He was conferred with the Pulitzer Prize 4 times for New Hampshire in 1924, collected poems in 1931, a further range in 1937, then a wilderness tree in 1943. These are the famous books of Robert Frost, for which he was conferred 4 times Pulitzer Prize 4 times. He died in Boston on 29 January 1963. His notable works are Mending Wall, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, Birch Tree at My Window, Fire and Ice, The Road Not Taken, etc. Present poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening was written in 1922 and published in 1923 in his poetic collection New Hampshire. Frost wrote this poem while living in the village of Franconia in New Hampshire. He was inspired to write the poem by watching the woods near the village, and the village mentioned in the poem is probably Franconia. He wrote this poem in a single sitting one night. The poem has total 16 lines divided into 4 stanzas, and each stanza contains or has 4 lines. It is composed in iambic tetrameter, and whole poem follows a specific rhyme scheme pattern. A B A B B C B C C D C D D D D. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening is perhaps the most well known poem by Robert Frost. The poem deals with the beauty of nature that provides the poet happiness. On his way home, he passes through woods of a person who lives in a village. The woods attract the attention of the poet, so he stops there to enjoy the natural beauty of woods filled with snow. The honor of his visit. Even his horse thinks it's strange to stop at this place, which is no doubt charming but has no farmhouse nearby to spend the night comfortable. The whole area is covered with darkness and silence prevails everywhere. The ringing of the horses feels break this silence, the the flowing of wind and the falling of flakes of snow are also a solitude of noise. Are also a source of noise. The only other sounds the whiff of easy wind and drowny flakes. Quotation. Quotation. These lines have been taken from the poem. You 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 have to mention some poem line so that you can get good marks. The the whole scene is very charming and the poet can spend a lot of time there to enjoy the beauty of nature, but he has to keep his promises, so he has to reach his destination. He wants to keep a balance between the beauty of nature and the affairs of the lives. Thus, stopping by woods on a snowy evening is one of the first best well known works and explores the theme of obligation versus man's desire for the peace of mind. Then next, what what the figure of speech? Which what are the figure of speech used in the poem? Let's discuss. Seemingly simple, this poem by Robert Frost is loaded with meanings on account of the use of the literary devices. This poem is a simple poem in in response to read मतलब गोटे ये पोएमटी गोटे सरल पोएम आमको मान कौन बुझे बहुत इजी अनुभव कर बट यार गोटे कौन बहुत गोटे गंभीर कौन अर्थ रही तो से अर्थटा केमी प्रकाश पाई ना बहुत प्रकार कौन लिटरारी स्पीच बा फिगर ऑफ स्पीच यूज करा जाई रही फर्स्ट अच्छी कौन देख पर्सनिफिकेशंस Robert Frost personifies the thinking of the horse mildly in the second stanza when it stops, and in the third stanza he gives a sign to the rider. Second, imagery. Imagery is used to make readers feel things through their five senses. The poet has used the images for the sense of sights such as woods, houses, and lake, and these images help readers see the woods a source of solace and comfort to a lonely traveler. Alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the same consonant sounds in the same lines such as the consistent use of WWS and S sounds. The following phrases are examples of alliteration. Was his woods sounds this sap his house, like this. Assonance. Assonance is a repetition of the vowel sounds in the same line, such as the sounds of E and E come in quick succession in he will not see me stopping. Euphony. It refers to the sound that is pleasing to the ears, while the journey through the forest is of loneliness. According to Robert Frost, woods are not haunting or ever scary, but provide comfort and calmness. Metaphor. There are two extended metaphors in the poem. The last line of the third stanza sweep the easy wind and down a flags, and the second metaphor is used in the last line with the repetition and miles to go before I sleep. Here, miles represent life's journey, while sleep represents death. Then the theme of the poem. The major theme of the poem are nature versus society, social obligation versus personal desire, hesitation and choice. So here our poem is end. Thank you very much. Jai Jagannath.